everyone, welcome to our Inside Finance television production. Today we are in the outdoors. It's an inside look into the nation's business. We follow the trails of the R.D.V.R.P program, the Regional Disaster Vulnerability Reduction Project. And we are going to look today at some of the projects that are being undertaken by this particular entity. We are going to have a round the country idea of what's going on. This is part of the R.D.V.R.P project, the Regional Disaster Vulnerability Reduction Project. And even as we undertake this journey today, we will see some of the projects that we will visit are completed and some of them are under completion. So our first stop, we are at Chemin Old Westerhall, St. David's. Give us a sense of, first of all, the importance of the R.D.V.R.P.
The main aim of the R.D.V.R.P is to reduce vulnerability to natural hazards and climate change throughout Grenada. Also, it is a regional project. It's also been implemented in St. Vincent and St. Lucia. Facilitated through the Government of Grenada Ministry of Finance, but the source of funding is World Bank, the pilot program for climate resilience, that's the P.C.U, and the Climate Investment Fund.
We are at Chemin Westerhall, St. David, and this is a huge water tank. Give us a sense of the rationale behind this project, and in particular, the importance of it being in this area.
With climate change, we're getting drier periods, less rainfall, and so it was envisioned that the storage capacity for water, Nawasa, they had that issue, and so they have decided that we'll increase the capacity as part of the project. So this tank behind me is a 500,000 gallon water tank storage capacity, and this area was chosen because during the drier periods they usually experience problems for water. So this tank will now provide water for people in the immediate area. The project started in 2014 by a company named Famex, which is from France. It was tendered internationally, and it was completed in 2016 and handed over to Nawasa.
In case you've just joined us, this is our Inside Finance television production, an inside look into the nation's business. We are outdoors today and we are at Sagesse St. David's, Sagesse Housing Infrastructure Project, and you can see a wide network of beautifully constructed roads. A very good job has been done here.
Yes, I must agree with you. It was done by Kenny's Trucking. This, as with everything else, it was competitively tendered, and they won the tender. This area, the community, these were persons that were relocated from Mount Pandy area, where they did the Port Louis Marina and so on, but there was no road network. It was not developed, and so under the project, as part of reducing vulnerabilities, it was included.
we had it real bad. Let me tell you. Yeah, because the mud was so thick. When you hang on to the shoes, we foot come up for it. And we left it behind. When we catch up ourselves, we had to come up for our shoes. You see? And then one time, when I can't take it no more land, so I started to come down and cover the little track we had. So we call and report it. But they always take us a while before they come and do that. Finally, they come and, they grade first. Then, how they grade it, next slide come down with a big tree. So it blocked the road. So it was really difficult. And that is when they really said, nah, we got to do something about that. I mean, we can't complain. It looked pretty much better than how it was before. 100%. Now I could wash my car by the road.
Yeah. In
a bucket of water, yes. I could chill out by the, and have a good time in the moonlight.
Right, so.
But back then in the 90s, early 2000s, it wasn't like that. We're very much grateful for it. Very much grateful. But for me, I know how it was before and how it is now. It's a huge change. It's a huge change, yes. So.
It was just dirt. Yeah, real dirt. When vehicles pass on it, it was just like very, dusty and stuff. Yeah, it used to affect the houses and stuff. So the idea is the best idea to me. Yeah, that's a plus.
Right, so a thumbs up.
That's a plus, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It used to be like a dirt road. It's like a track, a sort of bush and we coming through a track, And prayer time, rainfall, we have a lot of landslide. And when I have to go to work, I have to pass in it, and then when I put on my foot and I get up, and I raise back up my foot, the shoes stay down in the water. I had to leave the shoes there and go. I said, I'm going to call them and they stay on one side and pelt, and next side for me to go to, because I later already got ready for a certain time.
Right.
Yeah, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't a nice thing in the earlier days, because
that means you have to stop way down the road and walk in.
That's right. When you have load, it's problem to come in here. So you have to pay. Well, even get the bus drop it down below the road day, where the road drying day. We have to do the balance to come inside here, and it'll be a problem, and things. But
so now you have highway.
No, I have highway. Yeah, I have highway. I fly over. Yeah, I fly over now.
How you feel about that?
Well, I feel good now because we have the road. I feel happy. When they come to do the road and I hear they say they're doing the road, I didn't believe, but when I see like they start to dig and tractor, escalator and things, I say, well, good, we get in the road now. I was so happy. I was light when I get there. Honestly, I was light, I'm telling you. Because it wasn't easy for me every morning when rain fall and the mud to go in the road, because I have to work for 7 in the morning. And I have to be getting up about 5 o'clock, around 4 or 5 to get ready. When 6 o'clock, I have to be by the road to get the first bus going down. Yeah, but
take a different shoes and
change. And when I don't go, I told you water boots down there. You know how much water boots I buy from Ghana Center already. And when I read by the shop down there, when them drink and them passing, look around for them cigarette, boot on the ground, they go in my shoes. Yes, they go in it. They have to buy the next one. But I decided to buy it again because I can't afford to mind them, to buy boots for them, and I don't get any use of it.
So now you go with high heels?
No, I walk in the heels. No, I walk in the heels.
Thank you so much for speaking
yes.
with us. Thanks for
yes, and thanks, senior and thing. Yeah. We come from a long way with that road. Yeah, thanks to the government who the people that sponsor the road. Say thanks to them a lot. And they do a lot of good for me, but the good thing about it is when I leave in work now, I get the road.
Right.
I need the road I was going to work. So I thank them so much. Yeah, thank them so much for the road.
Right.
Yes, thank you very much.
Welcome back. In case you've just joined us, this is our Inside Finance television production. Actually, we've come from St. David's. We are on a journey today with the R.D.V.R.P project, and basically we're taking a journey around the island and following the project coordinating unit just to give us an idea of what they have been doing over the past couple of years. It's been quite a number of projects. We're not able to visit all of them today, but we are going to kind of look at some strategic ones. Today we are at the Holy Cross R.C in Munich, St. Andrew. So we have gone to St. David's, now in St. Andrew. And as you can see in the background, a lot is happening. Miss Alexander, give us a sense of the history of this project.
Okay, so this school, the Holy Cross R.C School, was damaged by Hurricane Ivan. Now this project was on two previous projects to be done. It was scheduled to be done, however that did not happen. And so under the R.D.V.R.P we are making it a reality. Now the construction period for this project is 12 months. The contractor is F.A. Jeremiah. The consultant is Consultant Engineers Partnership. The project, although it was signed in June last year, we had some delays. We had to set back. So as you can see here, where we're standing is where it was proposed to be, but we had to push it back. So they had to do some rescaling. And so the contract signed in June, the actual work started in July. So the proposed date presently is August, end date, because of the contractor lost days during the rainy season. We had the extended rainy season. Works are progressing well. I'm already hoping that it can deliver by August 3rd. We have the school community on board. Everybody is on board with it. And at the moment, we really do not foresee any major challenges. It's only that we hope that it can be completed by the 3rd.
In terms of the economic impact, I realize that they are mostly locals on the project.
Yes, and we have had during our contract negotiations with the contractor, we usually tell them that they should try to hire persons in the immediate area, at least to bring some economic activity for the people in the area. So most of the workers here are from the immediate area. So that too also would give them ownership of the project. They would like to see come because their children or their siblings would be affected by this project. When it's completed, it will also be one of the hurricane shelters. So a lot of those things in there will be modern. Yes.
And in terms of the intimate details that you have,
this school is as any other modern school in Grenada. So they made a special request. The principal, the school body, they wanted to have their home ec lab. They wanted to have their woodwork lab and computer labs. So they have all of these things there. Unique for this school as well, they would have the kindergarten, the very young ones, with the preschool, would be housed here as well. So at the end, it would be a sight to see the finished product for this school.
So we look forward to August 3rd.
Of course. I am looking forward to it as well. All right.
Well, so we continue our journey. It's our Inside Finance television production and inside look into your business. We journey now to St. Patrick's. Please stay with us. Your school performed very well in the 2018 CPEA. When you got the news, what was the atmosphere like?
Oh, well, everyone was excited. They were just interested in the results as to the placement. We wanted to see who were the top performers and all of that. So we were all excited.
Well, you were the one that came first this year. Give us a sense of how you feel.
Miss, right now I'm speechless. I don't know what to say.
Give us a sense of how you prepared for the exam.
Miss, well, my mother was a crucial part of helping me prepare for the exam, and she was always pushing me and encouraging me to do my best, and I just want to thank her. And my dad, he always said first is the best and I gotta work for it.
First is the best.
And you gotta work for it.
And then you're speechless. Number 2, congratulations, my dear. You're doing very well. What school would you be going to?
McDonald College.
Oh, nice. So congratulations. So continue to perform well. How you feel, my dear?
I feel amazing because I placed second and my mother really wanted to come first, but I tried my best.
Right. And what did give me some of the things that you did that helped you to prepare for the exam?
Well, I study and I do some practice, like papers on my father get from my way, like secondary practice tests. Yeah, I do that and I continue to study and things like that.
I study, I do practice paper with my teachers and them. My mom, my father, my auntie, they're on my back. They always telling me if I do good, I would achieve everything I want.
So you feel good?
Yes.
How you feel about your school doing so well this year?
I feel good.
Very good. How would you relate the new facility to the performance this year?
Well, maybe it has a part to play in it because I used to go to that same school and we didn't have like own class. We had screens blocking out, but now each class has their own room, so I guess as much you don't have the noise disturbances and all of that. So maybe it has something to do with it. And the children they are not easily distracted because everybody is in their own class. You don't get to see what's happening in another class, so it could have something to do with it. Our school is newly refurbished, as you can see. We have a beautiful school now with all the amenities that any educational institution will require, because we have our computer lab, we have a space for the library, we have guidance and counseling room, or lunch room, kitchen and lunch room, and even a little tuck shop so that we can sort of control the kind of nutrition that we want our students to have. So the facility has been contributing significantly towards the whole success of the school in general.
I want to say thank you to my teachers for helping us because they did well. And yes, they help us a lot.
Anybody agree?
Yes, please.
St.Patrick the best!
This is Inside Finance and Inside Look into the Nation's Business. We are on the outdoors and we are on the trail of the R.D.V.R.P program, and we'll be looking at some of the projects, and we are here at the St. Patrick's Anglican School, and basically they have performed very well in the CPEA 2018, sending 36 students and 34 become successful. And they say in the voice of the teachers that maybe the comfortable environment might have been help rally aid in this success. We will continue our journey on these projects, Inside Finance and Inside Look into the Nation's Business. Please stay with us. We've been right around and we've seen a number of projects under the R.D.V.R.P. I know that this is just but a sample of what has been done, so share with us some other aspects.
What we saw today was just the hard component of the project, and we still did not visit all the sites because we still have Constantine and River Road. We did the land slip mitigation there. However, we did a number of consultancy soft components under the project as well, some of which are still ongoing. So we had a consultancy to develop safety plans for the schools, for the Ministry of Education, and we did things on the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry Department, LIDA, Geodetic, Hydromet, and most importantly, we purchased 3 fire trucks for the MBIA as well as 2 rescue boats to assist with the reduction, all part of the reduction of the vulnerabilities, right, for Grenada. I must also say here that the R.D.V.R.P project is multi-sectoral. So as you would see, it's not, some of it falls under Ministry of Works, some falls under Education, some falls under Agriculture. And so it covers a wide area, right? Bringing benefits, economic benefits to the entire country as a whole. You see, we went around, so we touched almost everywhere, and not just one part of the island, but almost every parish.
Of course, the P.C.U. must also come in for high praise, because a lot of time people don't get to see the real work taking place behind the scenes. A quick run through on the process.
Once it has been approved by the World Bank or whichever funding source and it comes to us, then we start to engage the stakeholders. And we have various stakeholders based on the nature of the project. Once we have finalized things, so if we have to hire consultants, they develop the terms of references, that's the scope of work and so on. And if it works, we rely on Ministry of Works, or we get an engineer who will develop the technical specifications and the bill of quantities and drawings and so on. And then we start the bidding process. Our bidding process, based on what the type of work it is, can take up to 6 months before we can actually sign a contract to have the work started. So usually it takes a while. So from the time a project has been approved to when we might actually start disbursing funds, it could take us a good 1.5 years before we can start disbursing funds, because we have a lot of things to do behind the scenes.
It is our Inside Finance television production, and we've been focusing on the project coordination unit in the Ministry of Finance. Basically, we've gone throughout the length and breadth of Grenada looking at the R.D.V.R.P project, and we have been looking at areas around the country that projects have been done under this particular vulnerability reduction project. So it's been a long day, we've seen quite a lot, but this is just but a sample of the projects that have been undertaken under this particular project. It's the end of the day, it's our Inside Finance television production. It's an inside look into your business, and today we are on the road. It's been such a pleasure going around the country. So please join us again next time. I am Ruth Roberts for another of our Inside Finance program. Blessings.